myself. Take me right back to the start.
Hi again, it's Benny Booth on here. Today we are obviously staying with the Legendary Edition races. The first video I did was on the Goblins, and now we've moved on to the Ogres. Basically what I'm going to do is just give a quick rundown on a few different rosters to start off with, or 1,000 or below. And then afterwards I'll obviously tell you how I would upgrade the pieces to give you the best chance of winning games, or for fun, depending on which race we go for. And obviously that's basically it. So hopefully you'll like this video, and let's get on with it. So today we're doing the Ogres. So obviously Ogres, there's two extremes. You've got basically the really powerful Ogres, and you can have 6 of these bad boys: Mighty Blow, Movement 5, Strength 5, AV 9. So obviously they're really powerful. 140k though, a bit expensive. And then you've got the Nobblers, who are just awful. Movement 5, only Strength 1, so a lot of things will be getting 3 dice on them, and even halflings can beat them up. The best thing is about them is they are Agility 3, and they do come with Titchy. What basically means, obviously, like with Stunty, they ignore tackle zones, and they get a +1 as well. So they're dodging a lot of planners a 2+ with a reroll. So fantastic stuff, and they come with sidestep. What's great. So for 20k, you can't really go wrong. And obviously you need cheap pieces to go with the expensive Ogres. So let's have a look at the first one. This first one is basically one a lot of professionals use, or the so-called big guns. They start off with less Ogres, so there's not as many boneheads to do. 3 Ogres are still pretty decent, and then obviously you've basically got 11 Nobblers as well to give you a complete of 14. Your Nobblers you're going to go through all the time, but Nobblers are there to foul and stamp and carry the ball or get thrown. There's 14 rerolls, 1 Apothecary. Obviously the Apothecary you'd save for your Ogres, and then what I've done was a bit different to what other people do, is I've given an extra cheerleader, an extra coach assistant. Any way to start off with you can get an advantage. You get an extra reroll is really important on teams like Ogres. I mean, you could take them off and then basically get yourself an extra Nobbler if you want. But I've just gone it like this way. Personally myself, I don't like having 3 Ogres myself, but I know a lot of teams do. But there you go. So that's your first one. Like I said, I'll go into much more detail at the end about skills and that. This one basically is with 4 Ogres. I've still gone with the 4 team rerolls, because obviously I think they're important. Unfortunately, got no Apothecary in this one, but 4 Ogres, so that gives you a bit more beef. And then you've got 8 Nobblers, so it only gives you 12 pieces, but it'll do. Because like I say, they're only 20 grand to replace if you lose a few of these after the game anyway, so it's not the end of the world, is it? If you're really not liking that, then you could drop a reroll, go with 3 rerolls, and add an extra 3 Nobblers if you really want to. But I think with Ogre teams, try and keep with 4 if you can. But I like this. I think this is a good balance starting setup. You've got your 4 Ogres, you've got your 4 rerolls, and you've got a decent amount of Nobblers for your first game, and obviously you can add soon after in the next couple of games after this. So I quite like this one, to be fair. And then you got the crazy bifters. Now this is for people who are hardcore. I haven't done the 6 Ogre thing because I just think that's silly. This is about as extreme as you should be wanting to go. 5 Ogres. Yep, you got it. 5 Ogres, but only 2 rerolls. So yeah, that's gonna be a problem. You get 8 Nobblers as well, so you got a team of 13. So that at least is good. But only 2 team rerolls. That is the major problem with this. If like I said, a lot of people aren't bothered about winning. They just want to have loads of Ogres on the pitch and scrapping and all that sort of stuff. And if that's the case, then hey, go with this if you want. But to me personally, out of the three, I like the big four bifters setup because you get the 4 ogres, so you've got plenty of power on there. You've got your 14 rerolls, what I think is key, and then obviously you've got your 8 nobblers here, and you can build from that. And I just think I just think that's a better setup, personally. I think when you go with 3 rerolls, you are asking for trouble, and if you go with anything less than 3 rerolls, then expect frustration. I mean, the good thing about the ogres now in the ogre teams is that although they've still got the bonehead, they don't have the loner, and that is massive. Not having the loner makes them so much more reliable. So there we go. So yeah, if I was running for the Champions Cup and I was going with ogres, then this would be the build I would go with. Definitely. Because I just think 4 ogres is better than 3. You're still getting 4 rerolls. The only concern is if one of them got something really bad happened to them and you've got no apothecary, but if something bad happened in the first couple of games, then you just rinse and repeat, don't you? Delete this team and start again. But yeah, I would be looking basically after the first game or so, if I roll high enough, get an apothecary and then fill out these nobblers, and then eventually start adding more ogres after that. But I think 4 ogres to start with is very good. So we've had a look at the rosters. Now, how do we upgrade these guys? Now, I've done a bit of different ones. I've tried not using many doubles, especially on the big guys, because it's alright saying, oh yes, well, we'll have block, we'll have pro, we'll have tackle and all that sort of stuff, but the chance of you getting these doubles isn't great. And if you get 1 double, you're lucky enough. Anything more than that, and you're really lucky. So I've just done all these, a bit of mixture of everything, so we can go through them, and then obviously I'll go through the nobblers as well. So let's go with what is, to me, one of the more standard builds. Ogres, so you've already got Mighty Blow, haven't you? Now, Guard is obviously very good. Guard's really important. And obviously it'll help with your nobblers out as well. Juggernaut, obviously, because you haven't got block, obviously if you blitz, Juggernaut will obviously protect you from both downs, and also messes up things like Wrestle, Stand Firm and Fend, what's really good, especially trying to get into a cage. And Break Tackle, obviously. What you don't want to see is you guys being tied up by trash, like zombies and stuff like that, where obviously Break Tackle, you dodge anywhere on a 2+. 1 to 10. So that's fantastic. And obviously you can cage break as well use on a 4+, so that gives you another threat. So I mean, you could do these as a standard build. You wouldn't go far wrong with this, to be fair. Gives you a bit of everything. Gives you Juggernaut there. I mean, Frenzy would be a nice thing to get on this build, and also obviously block as well. The next build is if you roll a double, and obviously if you do, I recommend block. I know people said pro, but the thing is, you haven't got the loner anymore, have you? So the pro isn't as valuable as it would be on like like a human team where obviously loner is relevant. So I think block is the way to go. Guard again, like I already said, really important to have guard, and stand firm. Real good thing to do. Break into the corner of a cage, stand next to the ball carrier, and if they don't knock you down, you're standing put and you're making them have to dodge. So stand firm is really good. And obviously it keeps you in position and keeps your guard intact as well. And basically, they just can't push you away if they don't get you down. Stand firm is one of those skills where people are like, but as soon as it's in play, you love it or you hate it if you're facing against it. But yeah, personally myself, if you get a double, block is the best thing. There is another skill what you could take, what we'll go to on in a minute. But yeah, block, very good. Now, if you want to try and sort of like make a ball carrying Ogre or easy to throw these nobblers, then obviously what I would do, I'd wait and see if I was lucky enough to get an agility boost in the first level up, or second at the most, and then obviously take it. So then you're agility 3 already. Then I'd follow it up with strong arm if it was just a normal roll, because obviously that adds 1 to short passing, and that's what you'll be doing most times. And then obviously accurate. Now to my knowledge, accurate gives you a +1 attempt even to throw nobblers. So all this together would make throwing a nobbler very, very more safe, or more likely to to work. Other thing you could do to the back is you could go with pass, I suppose, and obviously you get a reroll on that. So that is another option. Obviously, with him having that, if you was saying, you know what, I want him to carry the ball, what can be dangerous because obviously you could get the bonehead when you're trying to score. Then obviously you could get rid of accurate and give him maybe sure hands instead. And then obviously you could just get rid of strong arm, give him break tackle. So obviously he can try and break away if someone tries to tag him when he's trying to score and stuff like that. But this one's basically for if you want to throw a Noblar. Like I say, agility works well with strong arm, and then you've got accurate as well. And like I say, I don't think I'd ever have one like this, but if people do, that's the way I would do it. Now then, a killer build. Well, if you want a killer, you've already got Mighty Blow. Obviously, I would go with piling on next. And then obviously, if I can't roll a double, then obviously Juggernaut is always good. And if you've got Juggernaut, and then the next level up you roll a double, then, well, you could go block if you want, but you could also go for Frenzy. Will give you 2 chances to knock the guards down. And I always think Frenzy goes really well. It also helps with surfs, and so if you're trying to surf people near the side, especially if they've got stand firm and stuff like that and think they're safe or wrestle, that really helps. And obviously break tackle if you get any further, because obviously he can go wherever he wants and hit what he wants without being tied down by the cheap lineman of the opposition race. So this guy's pretty good. I mean, obviously if you can get block early, that's brilliant. But if you don't, you've got the option of Juggernaut here, and that'll obviously at least make you more reliable when you're blitzing. And obviously if you're trying to surf, it makes it a lot easier to surf as well. So he's a really nice piece. I mean, you could even do 2 of these guys if you want one on either flank, and it's surprising when people see pieces like this with things like Frenzy, Juggernaut and stuff like that. And obviously strength 5 as well, so there's a very good chance he'll push anything off the pitch. So yeah, I like him a lot. This build, I think, he's pretty good, and it's always good having at least one with piling on. Just be careful he doesn't get fouled to death. This one's a bit of an interesting one. Again, I've gone for guard down, stand firm. Grab for manipulation as well. So grab can be used in so many ways. I mean, if you're on the front line and you don't get the guard down, you can put him next to a guy who can hit him. You can break into cages and put him where you want him, and there's so many uses for grab. But again, this guy again is there to help with assists with his guard, obviously keep in place with his stand firm, cage break as well, and then obviously manipulate the opposition's pieces with grab. Doesn't look real sexy, I admit, but it's a solid piece. And as Ogres go, these, you could build 4 or 5 like this, and you wouldn't go wrong. And then this is my favourite piece. This one I like a lot. So you roll a double. Now usually go with block. Well, how about going with dodge? Then follow up with break tackle. And then you're cage breaking into a cage, a standard square cage on a 4+ with a reroll built in. That is awesome. Obviously, you can also use a break tackle so it doesn't get tied down as well. And I think this is great. I really do like this, the synergy between dodge and break tackle, and getting in there into cages. Because a lot of people will try that. Then this guy would be a danger to all. And yeah. I really like this. If I could get a couple of these pieces, I would. But I know a lot of people like to go block first, and I totally understand that. But even if you just get one piece with this combination, honestly, it's really good. Because when people start cages up and stuff, they'll be scared of this piece. And then if you've got other pieces with Juggernaut, Frenzy, and, helping him out as well, manipulating the piece, and then you've got other things with grab, moving players out the way for him to dive and then smack the ball carrier, then this is really, really good. If I did get another double, then, oh god, what do you go for? Obviously, block would be nice for the bludge. Tackles another piece, or you could even go wrestle, I suppose, if you really want to go with something fruity. But yeah, it's interesting. Like I said, there is other ways of probably doing the Ogres other ways. I've just given you a broad spectrum of what things you can do. And obviously a lot of them, you're only really relying on one double or none at all. Obviously stat increases, strength's always nice. But again, would I want strength of a block? Possibly, just because I can use break tackle and get into a cage. And obviously then if he gets 1 assist, then he's usually rolling 3 dice, isn't he? So I'd probably take strength, to be fair. Agility, well, I'd only take agility if you're going to try and make him to bull carrier, or you're like throwing nobblers. Otherwise, I'd pass it. Armour, really? Don't really need armour 10. That's just a waste. Movement, I don't even think I'd take movement either, to be honest. I'd rather take a normal skill. But Ogres, yeah, I mean, like I said, they can be frustrating with the bonehead, but at least they don't have loner. So, yeah, I mean, personally, my advice, get one of these dodge break and tackle guards because they are really good. And then make sure you've got at least one of these killer builds if you can. Because they, you know, the amount of people you'll be able to save with this guy is amazing. Right then, Nobblers, frowned upon as the worst thing in the game, and probably are, but they do have benefits. So we'll go through all these again and see what I think. Now this guy obviously is a data player. He's 20k, but obviously he rolled a double, you got data player, and then for some bizarre reason he survived again and got himself sneaky git. Now I've looked at this guy, 70 grand's a lot of cash, a lot of TV, but the synergy is really good. I was debating, do I just want the 1? I mean, the chance of him living this far is probably slim anyway. But like I said, you could just give him data player and that'd be fantastic, you know, or just sneak it by itself. But the synergy both of them work very well, and obviously this guy you would use for high-profile targets. You wouldn't really waste this guy on a zombie or a landman. You'd go after people's best pieces with this guy, because obviously he is TV 70. You don't want to be trying to foul something what's worth 40k, 50k, and then getting sent off. So if you do go for this build, try and go for the quality opposition players when they're on the floor. And obviously you can go for obviously just by yourself if you need to, because sneaky git will protect you if you don't break armor. So you know, that does give you the option to just stand by yourself if need be. So but yeah, he's not bad. 70 TV, he's a bit high, but he obviously is at least a bona fide stamping, fouling killer. Now then, this next one is basically, if you get agility, I haven't really done nothing with this guy, because I'm thinking, well, you know what, if I roll agility, what do we do? I'm not exactly sure, because if I roll a double, then obviously block would be good. I'd like that. But I just think agility by itself is just fantastic, because obviously the Ogres can throw him, and obviously it's a much better chance for him to land. So I think it's fine as he is. Like I said, Blodge would be good. If I rolled another double, what would I give him? I'm not exactly really sure, to be fair. Leap, maybe, for a laugh? I think I would, you know. I think if he leveled up again, I think I'd probably give him Leap. How cool would it be to see a leaping Noblar Agility 4? Absolutely. But yeah, it's one of those things where I'd be quite happy to just keep him as it is and don't get any more TV, because 60 TV, that'll do me. Like I said, if I roll double, I'd definitely get block. Otherwise, I think, oh god, I don't know. I'd probably go with Leap just for the fun of it. Sure feet and sprint and 2 other good things you could give him, I suppose. But again, Nobblers don't live very long. Now then, what you'll see a lot of people give, and it's just one skill, is diving tackle, because you've already got sidestep. So it's a really great combination. So obviously if you tag someone with this, they've got to dodge with a -2. And obviously if they try and hit you and they don't get you down, you've got sidestep, so you can just keep them in your tackle zone. The only problem with this is that your strength 1, so more times than not they're going to get 3 dice on you. And a lot of times they're going to get a POW at least, or if they got tackle, they're going to really beat the living daylights out of you. You're only armor 5, so you're gonna get that armor's gonna get broken a lot of times, and you've got stunty, so it's +1 to the injury roll. So although this is good, you know you are gonna go through a lot of players. The good news is though, because I've already got sidestep, it's only 1 skill, so it's quite quickly to get these up. It might be best trying to like not tag them, but go just in front of them, so they either have to blitz them out the way, or they have to go through tackle zones to get past you. Instead of latching yourself onto them, that would obviously be better for you, because obviously then if they don't use the blitz, then it's safe from getting splattered. But this is a real nice synergy, sidestep, diving, tackle. I can see why people go that way. All I'm saying is, if you can just put them in lanes and try and block the opponent's ball carrier from moving, that's probably going to be a lot better than tagging yourself with them, because more times not they're going to get 3 dice and you're going to get hurt. Right then, okay. Now then, what if you roll a double? Block, yeah? Well, how about, instead of block, why don't you go the more dangerous way and get Dauntless? Because you can go into a standard cage on a 2+, because obviously you've got Titchy, and then you can use Dauntless, and then you're going to get 1 die. Obviously you'll attack the other sides wherever you're attacking the cage. 1 die block. Who knows, you might get lucky. I think that, you know, that is a really good thing to do. If you think, you know what, I don't want Dauntless, or let's say, for instance, you went with Dauntless, and then for some bizarre reason, the guy actually survived. The Noble actually survived and got another double. Then to me, I would definitely not go block, I'd go wrestle. Because obviously, this guy's going into a cage to try and get the ball loose. And if somebody wants to foul this guy while he's on the floor, then, you know, there's a very good chance that, you know, that guy's going to get sent off as well. I'd rather have the Noblar on the floor than being stood next to somebody for someone to play ping pong ball with him and splatter him. So yeah, going into attackers on a 2+, Dauntless usually 2-3+ to get that 1 die, and then you've got the wrestle as well. So if you get both down, you can bring him down and bring the ball down as well. I think this for 80 TV is fantastic value. And obviously you'd have Rod, so that give you protection from getting splattered. You've got sidestep as well. Fantastic. Because at the end of the day, you want to be trying to get the ball loose. And the best thing about Nobblers is use their strengths. And their strengths is, you know, is their titchiness with a +1 and ignoring tackle zones. Now, if you want to go for a little Speedy Gonzalez, then obviously you can go sprint and short feet. I'd go short feet first, so that means you move 5 and you can do your 2 go for it with a built-in reroll, and then after that go for sprint. Yeah, it's not bad. Would I do many like this? Probably not. I'd probably do 1 if I wanted him to make him some ball carrier, maybe. I would go too crazy over it, but again, TV's only 60, so it ain't bad. And again, you're not using doubles. It's another option, I guess. One what could be quite annoying is this one, where you get catch and you get jump up. A bit of an odd combination, some might think. Well, obviously catch, so obviously if he's in their backfield and you hand it off, you got the built-in reroll. And jump up is, if for some bizarre reason they don't break their armor. Yes, I get he's only armor 5, but if they don't break the armor, then they're going to get back up and cause more carnage. It is a very risky reward when it's jump up, because obviously you're only armor 5. But I just thought, why not go for another crazy combination? Jump up and catch. Like I say, Nobblers, like I say, they're not very good, but they're only 20k. So, you know, they can get about a bit. Stat up, strength, I don't know. Strength 2, is it worth 50 TV? I don't know. Don't think I would. Agility I'd definitely take, absolutely, just because obviously it makes it easy for them to land if you throw them, and obviously, you know, it's just better to pick the ball up and everything. Agility I'd definitely take. Movement I could be tempted to take. Armor value, probably not. Armor 6, not going to make much more difference. I'd rather, you know, embrace that they are going to live that long. if I do get someone really, really special to me, then I'll try and protect him the best I can. But I think AV is just a waste. There's better skills you can give him. So there you go. I mean, that's basically what I would do. That's just a brief thing of what I would do. That's just a few ways you can build your Noblars, and obviously a few ways you can build, obviously, your Ogres. I'm sure, you know, you could make better Ogres than this if you roll loads of doubles and loads of stats and stuff like that. But I always try and look at it what you're more likely to roll than to be lucky, and this is what this is basically the way I would go. So yeah, I hope that's been a bit helpful for you. Like I say, Ogres is a team I don't really play that often, so but when I do, I usually like to throw Nobblers at people. So hey, why not? So there we go. So that's, like I said, I've obviously already done the Goblin roster. So obviously check my channel, that'll be already on there. I am going to be doing other legendary races, and I will do all the other races of being in Blood Bowl. So that's 24 altogether. Like I say, please subscribe if you can. That'd be great. And obviously, if you've got any questions or anything, leave in the comment section, and I will respond to you as soon as I can. And that's it. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me ramble on for however long we've been doing it. And I'll see you soon for another video. Thanks a lot. Take care, guys, and good luck on the Blood Bowl pitch.
Zombie apocalypse.